We've had the blowouts. I've been through them. I've seen them. Me and Ant never had one.
I love Ant.
I just wrote the foreword to his book. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but too bad. I'm proud of it. I fucking love him.
And he's doing a show with Artie now, right?
The AA show. The fucking greatest name. They had a great billboard for it. And it's really funny, man. It's
now, do you have
really
to subscribe
funny
to listen to that?
You do to the compound, yeah.
How much does that cost?
I honestly don't know. I do pay for it though. He offered me a free one, but I'm like, oh, I'll chime in. I'll chip in.
And it's doing well for him, that whole compound media.
Oh yeah,
thing?
yeah. He hasn't skipped a beat. His life is fucking doing great. Yeah, isn't that a great thing? Both are mugshots.
The real legit mugshots.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
They did it. Yeah.
Compound Media. I like how he called it Compound Media too, because look at the AA show.
A great poster.
Coming September 5th. Now, can you get that on your phone? You can get it on an app.
Yep, I have the Anthony
Comey app. You can listen
to
it in the car.
You can listen to it in the car. He's but yeah, I love him too. He's one of my favorite people ever. He's literally somebody who I don't think I'll ever not be close to. There's no one creative. Like, I love Sam, I love all these guys I've worked with, but Anthony, there was a weird, it's a comic thing that happens when you're going back and forth with somebody. Right. It's an energy you're exchanging. And with him, dude, there are Jim Norton laugh compilations. I never listen to my own shit. I don't listen to the old show. I can't listen to it. But those I can listen to because they're all Anthony just making me laugh. It's not me saying funny shit. It's Anthony saying funny shit that every time fucking gets me. Like, he would literally make me laugh, like that wheeze laugh that an audience member gets. Yeah. I'm like, I never get to fucking feel that way.
Well, he's not even, what's crazy is he's not a stand-up.
He's not a stand-up. He's done it a little bit, but in that room.
Did he?
Yeah, he tried it a couple, like in Montreal a couple years ago.
No
just
shit.
To do it, yeah.
After he'd been fired?
Oh my God. No, this is when Opie and Anthony were supposed to do a show together to host a comedy show in Montreal. I was part of the show, but Opie went home for some reason. He flew home a day early. He didn't want to do it. So Ant just did it by himself and hosted the show and started shitting on the comedians, and he was really funny. First time ever on stage, he was fucking funny.
Wow.
But in a comic room, Patrice said that about him. He said Anthony can access funny faster than any person I've ever seen. And Patrice didn't hand out, he was not known as oh boy, that guy doling out compliments again. Like, that was not Patrice's reputation. But Anthony has that ability to reach in and grab funny from anywhere. And he's as fast as any comic we've ever had on. There's never been a comedian in there who was faster than him. They've been as fast as him, guys like Patrice or Burr or Genius. But there's no one who's ever been able to go in there and run circles around Anthony.
Right.
It's staggering how fucking funny that guy is.
Yeah, it is weird. It's like he's a comic who never became a comic. Like, that's how I've always felt about being around him.
Yeah.
And even Dice said that about him. When Dice was shitting on Opie and Anthony when they had a feud together, he was saying that Anthony's actually talented. That he's actually almost like a comic, but he never did it.
He never did it. And Anthony has an ability. Brewer's an amazing storyteller, too. An amazing storyteller. Yeah. Whereas Ant could do that about, and like, he could literally talk, he would talk about, like, being a tin knocker and stuff I have no knowledge of or interest in. And he would have me on the edge of my seat listening to him talk about it. He just has a gift for explaining things and for walking you through it. Louis has that, the ability to explain in an amazingly interesting fashion. And Anthony can just jump in and out of voices and do impressions. And I mean, I never get sick of rambling about him because I got to work with him for a fucking decade. I got to work with the funniest guy in the fucking world for a decade. Like, as much as it sucks that it's over, like, I'm grateful I had that.
Would you want to do it again?
100%.
I mean, have you thought about doing that? And
I would love to do it with him and Sam. I mean, me and Opie don't get along anymore, but I would love to have Anthony with me and Sam. But again, he's got his own show. It's not going to happen. Right. But I love, Sam and I have a good chemistry and a comfort level. Like, I like him and I trust him on the air. And with Opie, it just got bad. I'm not blaming him. It's like, hey, I was half the problem too.
But what about you doing a show with Anthony, like a Compound Media show?
Compound Media is, again, it's a more enclosed environment than Sirius is.
Right.
And because of gigs and other things I got to promote, I wanted to stay. And also, Sirius pays more. And I didn't want to negotiate against Anthony. I just couldn't. I was like, hey, I wasn't going to use him as a negotiation tactic.
Right.
I didn't want to do it. I couldn't do it. I'm too close to him. And I always kind of secretly wanted him to come back. And when he came back, the first day he came back, I mean, it was seeing that fucking. We went to a Springsteen. No, who played? Oh, Guns N' Roses played at the fucking the Apollo. So this was like right after Opie got fired. So I saw Scott Greenstein that night, or Andrew, and they're like, yeah, he can come in. Anthony can come in. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, he can come in. I'm like, great. I texted him, come in tomorrow. The minute he could come in, and but security hadn't been told. So I'm on the show, and I know Ant's coming in. It's gonna be a fucking surprise for the audience. But he's being held up at security. Because in fairness, they needed an email from Scott. They didn't know that it had been okayed.
Right.
And it took about an hour or 40 minutes, but he got up. And seeing him walk down that, oh, fuck, it was so good.
Look at him there.
Yeah, he was happy. You very rarely see that on his face. It was
That's
so
awesome.
good. But you just go right back into that, and Sam is so perfect in that moment too. You just kind of go back into it and you flow, and you know. So I miss him a lot.